Y'all, what's up? I'm Amy, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light, only with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Pisces here family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, so this is a Jupiter message. Okay, welcome to the subscribers. Okay, welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so very much for coming, and thanks for coming back. So excuse me, it says blessed beyond measure. Okay, I seen that on a license plate, blessed beyond measure. So Jupiter is definitely coming in with the blessings, okay? Wanting to like reward you for some sort of achievement, okay? Maybe you've gone into some sort of like new beginning when it comes to the way that you think about like the ways that you've been betrayed in the past with the 10 of wisdom. Is the 10 of wisdom cups though? It's definitely cups. But I think that like that's family energy, the 10 of cups, and it says family right here, okay? So maybe you're learning some sort of lesson when it comes to like, I don't know, dealing with people on the outside of you or your relationships, or just focusing on that, and it's calling in a lot of like blessings. Okay, we got Tiwas right here, which is talking about a victory. Okay, so how are you seeing their energy? We got Lucille Ball. It says on a bad day, work is the best medicine, you know, which just gives me this energy of like you've been putting in work into things that are important in your life, you know, into yourself, into your career, into, like I said, the relationships with the people on the outside of you, just like really overall trying to have a positive outlook on the thing. Okay, the Lucille Ball card is number 34. Okay, so you could be a life path number 3 or 4 or 7, or 3 or 4 or 7 could be significant. You could be seeing any combinations of those numbers, or just seeing those numbers in like multiples, okay, like 333, 444, 777, shit like that. Okay, it says believe in your dreams at the bottom of the deck, and it says stay focused under that. Okay, so continue to believe in your dreams, continue to stay focused, continue to know yourself with this Marilyn Monroe energy. And then with Prince, it says shine and be free. Okay, so I feel like your artistic expression is looking really good at this time. Okay, the way that you fight, the way that you care for yourself with Bruce Lee, you know, I think that you've been doing a great job with that, and you're not letting anybody dim your light with this Marilyn Monroe and Prince energy. Okay, but Lucille Ball, right, she's very funny, she's very quirky, and you could be like that too, you know. I think you just have been taking things a day at a time, and that's really good. That's what you need to continue to do. What's going on the outside of them? We got personal growth. Okay, it says I don't belong here, I belong in your world at Hogwarts, you know. So I think with this, it's like maybe you have been looking at your surroundings or looking at the people around you and not really understanding like their purpose in your life, or what they're meant to be teaching you, or why spirit kind of still has you in the same place or around the same people. But I think that you're finally understanding like what is the point of the people that you've been surrounded by, or the people that you're like, you know, related to, or that you have to deal with, right? I think that you're having like a much more positive outlook about yourself, and it's bringing a lot more clarity to the people on the outside of you. Okay, like not like to your opinion on the people on the outside of you. Okay, it says this connection between me and Voldemort, what if the reason for it is that I am becoming more like him? I just feel so angry all the time, and what if after everything I've been through, something's gone wrong inside of me? What if I'm becoming bad? And I think you're in this place where you're realizing like you were never becoming bad, you were just learning lessons and going along the thing the way that you needed to go along, you know. It says has there ever been a time when you've doubted your own innate goddess, you know? And I think you're in this place where you're not doubting that innate goddess energy within you, not doubting your intuition, and really understanding like the deeper meaning, looking at things from a higher perspective and seeing all the way down like into the details of everything, and having a better understanding of the things that go on and like why. And so that's why you're being blessed. That's why you are blessed beyond measure, okay? Look at this, Felix Felicious. We love to see this come out, okay? With Flight to Fancy, I feel like there could be some really great things coming toward you at this time, okay? You're like covered in liquid luck at this time, okay? That's what Felix Felicious is. It is a liquid. Okay, it says Felix Felicious, also known as liquid luck, is a highly advanced potion that renders the drinker lucky for a set period of time. It isn't strong enough to overcome serious magical obstacles, and it can be extremely toxic in large doses. However, when used correctly, Felix Felicious brings good fortune, and as Harry discovers when he takes some in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, a feeling of euphoria to the drinker as if everything will come out all right, you know? So you could be feeling very euphoric now that you're having a better understanding of the people around you, and sort of like why they do the things that they do, you know. And it's got you looking really lucky, very attractive, okay. This one also fell out, okay. It says battling our fears, okay. So that's what you've been doing. You've been battling your fears in a major way, and you're coming out the victor, okay, with this T-Loss energy that I'm going to put down as the first card, okay? So it says in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Harry, Ron, and Hermione take turns wearing the locket Horcrux to keep it safe during their travels. The Horcrux has the strongest effect on Ron, exacerbating his jealousies and insecurities to the point where he abandons Harry and Hermione. He eventually returns and destroys the locket with the sword of Gryffindor, apologizing to his friends for his momentary lapse of faith, you know. So I don't know, maybe you could be seeing people in a different light, you know what I mean? Just being a little bit more nicer to them now that you understand them a little bit better. What else? We got rise to the occasion, okay? So I feel like you've risen to the occasion. You've risen to the challenges that Spirit has like placed in your path in order to get you to learn certain lessons, okay? Like you're really rising to that higher vibrational way of thinking and being, and it's so gorgeous. And that's why you are immensely blessed, my love. It says, my arousal has gone to an all-time low, okay? So I feel like, I don't know, maybe on the outside, like maybe this, you facing all your fears and changing your perspective on people on the outside of you kind of has them not being able to get it up when it comes to attacking you or trying to take you out in some sort of way. You know, it says, who says you can't do big shit? The time is now, okay? So I feel like you're just focused on doing some really big shit, and I don't know, maybe people are supporting you more, having a different outlook or perspective on the thing that you do or why you do what it is that you do. It says you deserve that chance, you know? So you are deserving of the beautiful blessings that are coming toward you, and also you're very deserving of the way that people have changed their opinion about you, because, you know, it says, is it weird that I hear angels whenever you moan, you know? I don't know. Gives me kind of an energy of like people being very attracted to you. Yeah, let's just say, girl me just want to hold ya, put me arms right to around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever did seen in my life, okay? So you could also be attracting people that are very attracted to you. They really like your faith energy and how you're willing to give people second chances and how you're seeing things from a higher perspective. Like, it's really wonderful. And I love how mostly positive cards are coming out, okay? It says biting through, okay? It says something you do not, something done to you. Keep records. Do not fear going public with the truth, okay? So, I don't know. Maybe you might be about to receive some sort of truth or some sort of revelation that you're going to be called to, like, share with people, okay? Don't be afraid to express yourself. Okay, we got wooing, okay, or mutual attraction. Be receptive. Keep the mind innocent and free of pride. Powerful magnetic forces are at work, okay? So this is what I'm saying. Like, you're attracting these, what did I say? These beautiful blessings, or you're blessed beyond measure, okay? Like you're already holding some sort of energy that's about to attract something very big. Yeah, we got dream quartz. It says, I dive into the inner ocean of the realm of dreams, calling forth the visions that serve my highest good. You could be having really interesting dreams, okay? Dreams that are like foreshadowing some sort of blessings or some sort of abundance coming in. You could have dreamed about money or something like this, okay? You could have dreamed about like having a lot of gold or about like being a queen or some shit, okay? Like this is a sign of this beautiful abundance and these blessings that you're attracting. Okay, we got magnifier quartz, which just gives me this energy of like you, because you're operating out of this magnified energy of love, and you're not focused on the children of wickedness or the people that bullied you for what they cost you in the past. This is why you're being blessed the way that you are. Didn't I say that? I think I said you're artistic. I did. I said that with the Prince and Marilyn Monroe energies, and I was talking about like letting your light shine. Okay, you are highly artistic. You could be a Vega star seed. Okay, it says singers, musicians, artists, passion for traveling and exploring the world, and strong psychic abilities. Okay, somebody wanted you to look like the shitty one, but because you choose to be so positive and so upbeat, right? It's very hard for people to like make you look bad in that way. Okay, it says, I open myself to the increase of all that is good in my life and in the world. Okay, and you're not open to like the opposite energy of that, and that's why you could never look like the shitty one. Okay, what do you deserve that chance? And is it weird that I hear we got markers versus crayons? It's up to you. The picture will still end up beautiful. Okay, so no matter, I think the most important thing for you to do at this time is just to create. Like it doesn't matter how you choose to create or how you choose to express yourself, as long as you love it and you're expressing it, it could never be wrong, okay? And then we got community, family, dwelling, and people. It says there's an advantage in correct persistence. The enlightened have substance in words and endurance in behavior, you know? So I feel like you try to stick to, like, you don't really say too many empty words or anything that doesn't really matter, you know. I feel like you try to stay in this enlightened place where you speak from a place of substance and not from a place of like negativity or low vibrations, you know. And I think that really gets you very far, okay? And this is the number 37, okay, which is the number 10. So you've been successful, like I said, successful in overcoming some sort of fake magic and parlor tricks, you know, successful in overcoming that fear of like, you know, I can't do it, you know. I think you're in this place where it's like, why can't I do it, you know? Why not me? Why don't I deserve to grow and to advance? What part of me doesn't think that it deserves abundance? Because I'm great, I deserve abundance, I'm deserving of true love, I'm deserving of all these things that bring me happiness and joy in my life. And because you're very aware of that, you're about to step into a place where you have a lot more easy progress when it comes to you flourishing, okay? It says a rising sun, joy and delight to the noble Lord, and receiving gifts of many multitudes. Come on. It says various aspects of the mind of God manifests itself in different processes. And I think that you've been like putting yourself in all of these different processes, you know, like processing things through meditation, and, you know, processing your feelings, processing your fears, and all of these different things. And it's awakening many different aspects of God within you, you know. So here go more of that. These are the same energy. You want it to look like the shitty one, you're being bullied. Somebody could be an Uber or Lyft driver, okay? And we got, they don't have the balls, okay? So I don't know. I feel like I said, like people can't get it up to attack you right now, because there's really no reason like to attack you or to try to hurt you, okay? Somebody's name could be May or Mary, okay? It said named for Maria, okay? Somebody's name could be Maria also. Maria, the Roman goddess of earth, okay? So giving me this earth energy, right? Pentacles. You're about to attract some money to you because of the way that you put a death to something. What's Tiwas? Hold up. Let me shuffle it better. What's Tiwas? Rise to the occasion and biting through. We got the Two of Charisma, okay? Or the Two of Pentacles. I said pentacles, okay? So no juggling at this time. Like, make sure you're not juggling too many things, okay, that you don't have like too much on your plate. But I think there's like this greater balance when it comes to like the way that you manage your money and the way that you attract money. And also she's giving me like the power over the 7 scorpions type of energy, right? That's from the Isis deck, when she talks about the power over the 7 scorpions. And like when you master your fear, or you master all of these different lower vibrations within yourself, then you have the power to decide which of those darker or lower vibrational energies are like allowed to come into your life or allowed to have any effect over you. And this is what you're doing. You're just like having the power over these lower vibrational energies and choosing to operate out of a more positive state. What's rise to the occasion? My arousal's gone to an all-time low. And wooing, we got the High Priestess and the 3 of Intelligence, or the 3 of Swords, okay? So it's like the people who can't get it up to attack you, okay? They're in this heartbroken type of energy, okay? Like maybe they feel like they didn't know anything, or they didn't have all of the right information when it does come to attacking you or trying to affect you in a negative way, and they're feeling like a bit of a failure at this time. What's my arousal to an all-time low? Dream courts. And who says you can't do big shit? We got the 4 of Pentacles, okay? And we got the Page of Strength, okay? So somebody was having like very immature thoughts about you, about releasing you, about letting you go. Like maybe they had some sort of attachment to you. They could have been trying to enter into your dreams or some shit like that. We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces energy out here. We got the Gemini, I said Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I guess emphasis on the Gemini. What's who says you can't do big shit? Magnifier Quartz, and you deserve that chance. Yeah, somebody think like, or they thought they was cooking up some good shit when it comes to like attacking you, but you release them right in the middle of that, okay? We got the 6 of Strength, okay? Or the 6 of Swords, okay? And now you're in this calmer water, and that's why you're so attractive to all of these beautiful blessings. What's you deserve that chance? Markers versus crayons. Community and family. And is it weird that I hear violence whenever you moan? We got the 3 of Wisdom, okay? Or the 3 of Cups. Like, I think now is a time of celebration. I think when it does come to like, I don't know, people who are attracted to you but don't have your best interest at heart, like you've really shown something to spirit when it comes to choosing yourself, you know, and that's why like your main focus should be your creativity. But I feel like, you know, spirit says that all the time. There could be like some monitoring spirits in your energy, you know, how that fly just came and flew all in my face. But also I'm getting from that, don't you wish that you was just a fly on the wall? You know, I feel like people wish they were like a fly on the wall in your life, or that they wish they could like see behind the scenes or like see what you do. And I don't think that you really, like, even if you do something special, I don't think that you really do too many special things to like make it come out of you. I think it all just comes out of you. You express it very naturally, and you need to just continue to do that, because now is your time of celebration. What's the 2 of Charisma, the High Priestess, and the 3 of Intelligence? We got the Queen of Charisma, or the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you could be like someone who's very loving. You take care of others as long as you got it. You know, everybody else kind of has it. And that's another reason why you're being very blessed, okay? Like I said, with this family energy, maybe you overcame some sort of way of thinking about the people or whatever, you know. I know I definitely have had like a big perspective change when it comes to my family and like what is their role. I was just talking to my cousin about this, you know, which makes it kind of crazy, you know. But I was just talking to him about how like, you know, everybody, every person that's placed in your energy, you know, they have a role, or they have something that they're meant to teach you, or something that you're meant to understand, you know, not sometimes about yourself because they hold that same quality within them, but sometimes it's just, they're just teaching you something about the way that you deal with things, or the way that you react to things, and how it all really kind of like fits into like this bigger picture, you know. And so like I think that you're kind of there, kind of paying more attention to what spirit has been trying to show you the entire time. What's the High Priestess, the 3 of Intelligence, Page of Strength, 4 of Charisma? excuse me, we got the Queen of Strength, okay? So the Queen of Swords? Yeah, no, the Queen of Wands, okay? So you're also looking very good, okay? You could look very attractive. You could just feel very good about yourself. You could be very, very confident. What's the Page of Strength, the Four of Charisma, and the Six of Strength? So we got the Eight of Strength, okay, or the Eight of Wands. So you could be receiving like some sort of good news, okay, like some sort of good money news, or maybe like some sort of invitation to have some sort of meeting or some sort of party, some sort of gathering, some sort of get together, something to do with your success, okay? We got the Page of Intelligence. I feel like you could be very smart, very innovative, okay? Very like multifaceted when it comes to finding solutions to your problems or anything that you may be going through. And I just think that like when it comes to the judgment of yourself or the way that you look at yourself, you've changed that a lot, okay? Also the video changed, so if the birds get louder or if the wind chime gets louder, that's what happened, okay? What is the Six of Strength and the Three of Wisdom? We got the Seven of Strength, okay? So something very lovely is sneaking up on you. I feel like there are certain people who still want to like, you know, want to jump at your snacks or whatever. But like I said, you know, they can't get it up. They can't get it up to attack you. Like they can't hold up that sneaky facade type of energy, you know? So just don't worry about it. I feel like it's just going to bring a tower, or somebody on the outside of you is going through some sort of tower. We got the Ten of Charisma or the Ten of Pentacles. So I guess whatever blessings is coming in, and we got the Seven of Wisdom. I feel like, or the Seven of Cups. I feel like whatever new options are coming in, it could be having somebody going into a tower, you know, like they could find themselves being very upset or feeling like, you know, why I don't have more, or, you know, why that didn't come in for me. But I think this might cause some growth. We got the Sun, okay? So this energy of exposure, and then we got the Ace of Charisma or the Ace of Pentacles. It's like right when that shit comes in, like right when Spirit, you know, places this beautiful blessing, like right here at your feet, like that's when people are going to get exposed for like the bullshit that they do, or, you know, the things that they try to get away with. These children of wickedness, okay? That's when they're going to get exposed for the shit that they try to do behind the scenes. But I feel like it doesn't matter what they try to do. Like you're putting such a positive spin on yourself and on everything that you go through to where it's just like really not affecting you. What's the Two of Charisma? The High Priestess. We got drinking and toxic lifestyle, okay? So this could be people like that, I guess. What is this? It says self-love, okay? So you chose self-love over staying in this type of toxic lifestyle, okay? You're making really good choices for yourself. You could be feeling really in love with life or in love with the path that you chose to walk, and that's just like so beautiful. Like continue to do whatever it is that you do, babes, because it's so good for you. Yeah, we got moving on, letting go, and loving you. Hello. Perfect confirmation. This is what you're getting rewarded for, you know, for your romance, your zest for life, and all of these negative habits and things that you walked away from in the past that weren't serving you, you know. You still might have a, you know, a thing or two that you feel you could stand to like grow from or move on from doing. But I think for the most part, you're just not judging yourself and taking a lot of time to like perfect yourself or your energy or this image that you've chosen to like, you know, take on or like express out of you, right? Because it's always in there. What's drinking and self-love? We got fucked up over you, okay? So, you know, certain people could be fucked up over you. They could be feeling regret or feeling a little twinge of sadness, but this is going right over the High Priest and the Three of Swords, okay? So this heartbroken energy, they definitely fucked up over you and how they could have been treating you before. What's self-love and romance? We got bad news, okay? So somebody could be receiving bad news, like I said, as you receive these blessings, like somebody's getting bad news or getting exposed or receiving some sort of communication about maybe some negative choices that they could have made in the past. We got divine masculine, okay? So there could be a divine masculine coming in or involved in this somewhere. What's fucked up over you and bad news? I'm gonna get y'all like 2 extra ones. I want to know what's up with this divine masculine. Okay, we got twin flames, okay? So you could be attracting, like, the best lover for you at this time, okay? We got running, okay? So I don't know. Maybe this divine masculine could be a runner, okay? Like y'all could be just like doing that twin flame shit, where you're just coming together and going apart and coming together and going apart. Because I feel like somebody's not necessarily ready for commitment, and I don't think that you're really too focused on that either, But I mean, I feel like this is coming in, okay? What's bad news? Divine masculine and twin flames. We got family, okay? So I don't know. Maybe this family could have been trying to play games with your love life or whatever. Like, I don't know. But all this positivity and love you give it anyway is what's keeping you really blessed. Okay? Like, it's making sure that spirit looks out for you in every way. We got love spell, okay? I don't know. Maybe a divine masculine or a twin flame could have chosen to work with your family, or could have worked with them in the past, or they could have been under some sort of love spell to like be with somebody else, or like there's some drama here for sure. We got legal matters, we got round and round, okay? So they could have had you trapped in, you and your divine masculine or you and your divine feminine trapped in some sort of cycle, Also, somebody could be getting a divorce, okay? It's a criminal paternity, child support, and traffic ticket. And then we got Queen B, which says secure, confident boss bitch and career focused, okay? Jeez, I feel like it's a lot of stuff going on, and you're still managing to stay very positive with this Lucille Ball energy, still finding the humor and everything. It's just really amazing for you, my love. These readings are short today, but I really like how Spirit's keeping it short, okay? It is Monday. And I don't think I was mentally prepared for like 2 60-minute videos, What's drinking fucked up over you and self-love? We got priest, okay? And we got awakening. So I don't know, somebody could have went to see some sort of high priest or did some sort of like energetic cleanse, or you could be a high priest that this is all about, that's meant to be, attracting all of this beautiful blessing type of energy. What's romance? Free, divine masculine, and twin flames. We got a house, okay? So you could be like, I don't know, about to move in with somebody, or you could be about to attract enough money to just buy you a house, and then that's when you're going to attract this lover or whatever. But it's a whole lot of karma going on out here, okay? People being put in a state of imprisonment, even if they're not in real jail, mental entrapments and things like that, okay, for this death magic, for their obsession with you, okay? They gonna be surprised. They not gonna see this shit coming, okay? Because they still continue to attack you after you changed, okay? Divination could be significant. They could be doing divination or going to somebody to get some sort of divination to figure out how they can bring some sort of destruction to your abundance, but they're getting a message of concern that you're a healer, that you were way too intuitive for them to attack you in this way, and that you're meant to be like a rich guy or a rich girl, a boss. Hello. Look, hello. You're meant to like have some sort of like high status, so they weren't able to put the sweetheart in bondage, and I feel like they're about to see that shit very clearly, okay? And there is a commitment coming in, and whoever this person they talking about, okay, like they're very lusty. They deal with a lot of emotional pain. They're very like mentally and emotionally unstable, and I think that you see that in them. You see a hurt inner child when you look at them, and they could have been doing like all kinds of voodoo and having all kinds of jealousy and envy for you, but you just don't see that when you look at them. You look at them like, they're kind of like this immature soul or this immature person that just needs a lot of love in order to grow out of doing those things, or they just need more education about the things that they're into in order to, for that, for the little dark shit that they're into to grow into something better, But some people are just there, and they're just here in this world to be that, to do things like that to people who are focused on the light and on growing and on advancing in order to help other people get along. It's like Jupiter is putting it like some people, it's their job to attack you, and so that you can grow from that and move forward. And they kind of tend to stay there where they are so they can attack multiple people, you know, before they get this karma. What's the priest and the awakening? We got high honor, okay? You're high honor, baby. You're a rising star. And please know that there is some people out here trying to put out a false narrative about you know, the way you work in relationships and things like that. But I don't think that any of this is working. You're still making these fantastic achievements, you beautiful earth angel, you, okay? They couldn't cause confusion and illusion for you, and they got a lot of animosity behind that. But like I said, you're still operating out of this place of love. Like, you're not attacking anyone or being angry or, you know, helping them hold any type of grudge. I think you're really working on seeing the positives in any relationship that you're a part of, and you're doing this all from a place of faith, and it's just really beautiful. And this is definitely paying off. I feel like this is the distant future, you know. I feel like you waited for a long time to get to this place, to this energy. Look, the earth angel fell out, so you're definitely that, baby. And you're in full alignment with the chakras, okay? So trust and believe that everything you've been having faith in, and the way that you've been walking, the way you've been praying, baby, the way you've been staying in tune with the divine and with yourself, and just trying to be a better version of yourself, no matter where you may be, that shit is paying off. And you don't have to worry too much about like people on the outside of you attacking you or trying to stop you from getting this victory, because you're already blessed beyond measure. It's already yours, okay? It was never nothing they could take, right? We let them go ahead and take all the little shit so that it wouldn't be nothing left but the big shit, okay? What's priest, high honor, and awakening? We got be an animal. It says I share my world with animals, which have all kinds of strengths, okay? So look into animal symbolism, okay? I feel like I say that to y'all all the time, but I mean, it is really very powerful for me. I get a lot when I look into the symbolism of different animals that I see. On this card, there's a lion specifically. Let's look at it real quick since I'm talking about it. So lion symbolism is all about strength, courage, royalty, and power. And this is, you know, a part of these beautiful blessings that you're already holding, okay? It says they embody concepts like majesty, justice, and protection. And in some concepts can be a representation of destruction and deceit, you know? So it's like using your strength, your courage, your royalty, and your power that God has given through you to you, you beautiful earth angel energy, through all of this faith and all of this alignment, and you upholding your high honor status, using all of that to help you overcome any destruction or any deceit that could happen on the outside of you, okay? It says royalty and leadership, often referred to as the king of the jungle. The lion embodies leadership, authority, and regal bearing. The lion's noble appearance and powerful presence evoke a sense of grandeur and respect, okay? It says the lion is seen as a guardian and protector, often depicted as a fierce defender, okay? It says while often associated with the sun, masculine energy, the lion can also represent the moon, feminine energy, particularly through the lioness, you know? Also, you could feel very connected to Sekhmet, okay? Sekhmet is a goddess of war and healing, okay? So Sekhmet could work very closely with you, or the lion spirit animal could spend a lot of time in your energy. Also Buddha, okay? It says the lion is associated with the Buddha's wisdom and strength. And of course, obviously, the lion is associated with Yeshua and God, okay? It says the lion, because it doesn't say that here. It says the lion spirit animal can represent a time of strength, confidence, and inner power. It encourages individuals to be brave, courageous, and to trust their instincts. The lion's roar can symbolize speaking with authority and clarity, but also the need to choose one's words wisely. And I think I said something about you choosing your words wisely and the way that you deal with other people very carefully at this time. And that's really good. That's helping you to be very magnetic to these blessings that are coming into you. Yeah, we got the crown, okay? With I am a good leader, baby. You have been crowned, and you're attracting so many beautiful things from this energy. And this is the number 43, okay? So 34, 43 could be highly significant, and it's also 34 on the timer right now. So more of this beautiful 7 energy, which is kind of where we started. But let me do this while I'm looking up stuff. Let's look up 34, 43. So it says, it suggests that you have the support of your guardian angels and are encouraged to pursue your dreams with clarity and focus. It emphasizes the importance of finding a balance between dreaming and taking action to manifest those dreams. This number also highlights the need to trust your intuition and to stay true to yourself in your decisions, okay? So trust your decisions that you're making at this time. You're very connected to the divine, and you're really in the right frame of mind to attract whatever it is that you may want or need at this time, okay? And also, he's putting more emphasis on this dreaming and doing, okay? You need both. You need the power of your mind and your spiritual energy to make those manifestations, but you also need very physical, very practical steps and actions to be took in the 3D. And I think that you're also like trying to stay on top of that as best as you can, trying to make the right moves and not step on any toes while you're making these moves or while you're growing to be a better version of yourself. What's be an animal and the crown? We got the wishing boat, okay? It says, I look forward to new challenges, okay? So there could also be like some new challenges coming in with like this new awakening energy or like this next level in life, you know? But I think you're very open to them, really ready to handle whatever comes your way, okay? 433 could also be significant. And then we got love your body with I love my body, okay? So you love your body and it's beautiful. That love that you give to your body, it brings you so much as far as spiritual energy and blessings go, okay? And what is the final thought on this? We got Archangel Raphael with the 4th chakra, okay? And then we got the healer of the ages with this Yeshua energy right here at the bottom of the deck and the temple path, okay? So continue to walk this beautiful temple path. It's leading you to a place where you're going to hold a big coin along this journey. Look at the door to value wide open right under that, okay? And then we got a man holding a heart. I feel like you're bringing a lot more compassion to your masculine side and to the way that you make business moves, and you're allowing like your feminine side to just like work out the little details along the way, or to work out anything that you don't necessarily understand spiritually, and to just bring you answers in the right time, in the right moments. And this shit is like really looking great on you. That's why this beautiful Felix Felicious lucky type of energy, you know, and this sudden feeling that you belong here in this world, or you belong amongst the people that you've been placed amongst, you know, like this gratitude that you have for this path that you're walking, baby, making you so attractive. Such a beautiful healer, okay? So good job. Y'all know I love to deliver the good, happy messages. I don't know what that noise is. I think it's on the video. This fly is terrorizing my life, okay? So it says, love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people in situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow, you know. And I think now that you've like embraced the people around around you and their roles and the things that they teach you or have taught you in the past, now you're ready to attract like another level of support, or ready to attract people that you kind of already know what to do with them, or how to deal with them, or how to interact with them, now that you've gotten over like the biggest test, which is usually like, you know, our family or the people that are placed in our lives that we don't necessarily like have a choice on if they're around or not until we get grown, right? So just keep doing what you're doing, my love. You're looking so good, so protected, so productive, and I love that shit for you. I hope you have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you need out of this, and I will see you later. Bye.